In last video, we have already seen the PPT on ratio analysis. Today we are going to start with the ratio analysis problems on ratio analysis. Here we are going to start with the problem number 1. The problem is given that the summarized final account of two companies are given. Here the two company problem, simple problem is given, but we have to calculate the ratios for two companies, that is A Limited and B Limited. Here we have given the balance sheet as well as vertical income statement, that is profit and loss account of both the companies. And we have to calculate total 8 ratios, that is proprietary ratio, capital gearing ratio, gross profit ratio, operating ratio, return on capital employed ratio, return on proprietor's equity ratio, expenses ratio, and net profit ratio. Now let us start with the first ratio first. But remember that while calculating this, unless and until if the problem is mentioned to prepare a vertical statement, no need to prepare any vertical statement. Here, the revenue statement is already given in the vertical format, but balance sheet is given in a T format. It is not given in the vertical format, but problem is silent about that. They have not mentioned to prepare vertical balance sheet. So no need to prepare a vertical balance sheet. Directly we can solve the problems. Okay. The first ratio they have asked is proprietary ratio. Let us start with. Purposely we have shared two colors for this. For A company we have taken blue color and for B company we have taken red color. So first ratio is proprietary ratio. The formula will be common for both the companies. What will be the formula for proprietary ratio? Proprietor funds upon total assets into 100. So proprietor funds equal to share capital plus reserve and total assets equal to fixed asset plus current assets. As we have not prepared vertical statement, we have to show the detailed working note of each and every ratio. So let us calculate proprietor funds for A Limited. Proprietor funds equal to share capital plus reserve surplus. So in A Limited, share capital is 44,000 plus reserve surplus is 21,450. There is no fictitious assets to deduct. If there is any fictitious asset, we have to deduct it while calculating proprietor funds. But here we have to calculate now only share capital plus reserve surplus, that is 44,000 plus 21,450, that is equal to 65,450. And the total assets equal to fixed asset plus current assets. So fixed assets are 60,000 and the current assets are 62,700. The fixed assets are 60,500 and the current assets are 62,700. The total assets will be 1,23,200. So our ratio will be 65,450, that is proprietor funds, upon total assets 1,23,200 into 100. So ratio will be 53.125. As it is multiplied by 100, ratio is denoted by percentage. Same way, in case of B Limited, proprietor funds equal to 44,000 plus 17,600, that is 61,600, and total assets equal to 48,400 upon 48,400 plus 51,700, that is 1,100,000. So our proprietor ratio equal to 61,600 upon 1,100,000 into 100, that is 61.538%. We can calculate it up to 2 digits. So your answer will be 61.54%. Next ratio is capital gearing ratio. The formula for capital gearing ratio is preference share capital plus borrowed funds upon equity shareholder funds. Normally we have written the formula as capital carrying fixed rate of interest and dividend and capital not carrying fixed rate of interest and dividend. Now which capital carrying fixed rate of interest and dividend, that is preference dividend and borrowed funds. Borrowed funds include debentures, loans, etc. And equity shareholder funds include equity share capital plus reserve surplus minus fictitious assets. In this problem, preference share capital is not given. Only borrowed funds we have to consider as debentures, that is 11,000, and preference shares are not given. For equity shareholder funds, we have to take in as share capital plus reserves. That is, we have already calculated 65,450 earlier. So 11,000 upon 65,450 equal to 0.168 is to 1. As it is not multiplied by 100, is shown as is to 1. Similarly, for B Limited, there is also no preference share capital. So our borrowed funds equal to debentures equal to 11,000 divided by our shareholder funds, that is, we have already calculated earlier 61,600, and our answer will be 0.178 is to 1. Now, next ratio they have asked is gross profit ratio. The formula for gross profit ratio is gross profit upon net sales into 100. Now, clearly they have given gross profit of A Limited is 46,200 divided by sales 1,65,000 into 100. As it is multiplied by 100, answer will be in percentage, that is 28%. For B Limited, gross profit is 33,000 upon net sales is 1,32,000 into 100. So gross profit ratio will be 25%. Next ratio is operating ratio. The formula for operating ratio is cost of goods sold plus operating expenses upon net sales into 100. Now what will be our cost of goods sold? It is readily available in the problem. So for A Limited, cost of goods sold is 1,18,800 plus operating expenses are also readily available 31,900 upon net sales are 1,65,000. Into 100 we have to be considered. So if we are considered into 100, our answer will be 91.33%. For B Limited, cost of sales is 99,000 plus operating expenses 22,000 divided by net sales is 1,32,000 into 100. So our answer will be 91.66%. If you are rounding it up to 2 digit, it will be 91.67%. Next ratio is return on capital employed ratio. The formula for this is net profit after tax upon proprietor funds into 100. Here they have given us net profit after tax but before dividend. For A Limited it is 8250 upon net sales, 8250 upon proprietor funds are 65,450, as we have already calculated in the first ratio into 100. Our answer will be 12.605%. For B Limited, profit after tax but before preference dividend is 6380 upon proprietor's funds are 61,600, as we have already calculated it. We no need to calculate it again and again into 100 equal to 10.357%. Next ratio is expense ratio. The formula for expense ratio is operating expenses upon net sales into 100. Here the operating expenses for A Limited are 31,900 upon net sales are 1,65,000 into 100. The ratio will be 19.33%. For B Limited, operating expenses are 22,000 upon sales are 1,32,000 into 100, and the answer will be 16.666%, or you may write 16.67%. Last ratio is net profit ratio. Here net profit we have to take net profit before tax upon net sales into 100. So net profit before tax as per the problem is 14,300 upon 1,65,000 into 100. 1,65,000 is our net sales. That is, our answer will be 8.67%. For B Limited, net profit before tax is 11,000 upon net sales are 1,32,000 into 100 equal to 8.33%. So that will be our problem. So remember that unless and until problem have not mentioned to make a vertical statement, no need to prepare vertical statement. Instead of preparing vertical statement, we have to show working note for each and every problem. But in this problem, in first ratio itself, we have calculated proprietor funds. So in each ratio, there is no need to calculate proprietor funds again and again. So I hope all of you understood this problem. That's all for this problem.